Hey, this is Notser, and today we're going to be taking a look at Günther Lütjens. He is commanding my Tier 10 German DD, the Z52. He is the brand new legendary German commander that is available in the armory under the Commander tab for 175,000 coal, which is a really large number. And in fact, it's even made larger by the fact that it's only a 10-point commander. So you get to jump Elite Commander XP into him to get him up to a 19-point if you want to use him. Clearly, since my build's on the screen, he's a 19-point commander. Yeah, it sucks. It's too expensive, and there's no other way of obtaining him. But this is my job, so I'm going to cover him for you guys. So maybe it'll save you a chance at spending your coal on something else if, for whatever reason, you envision Günther as your, I don't know, German battleship commander, you know, because he served on the Bismarck. I would say he makes a bad battleship commander. So Günther has 4 passives, and we're going after the Shima, by the way, while he's here. 4 passives, 140 main battery shells hitting the target, improves the reload by, I think, 5% or 7.5%. It's a nice little bump, but it's 140 main battery shells. That's 40 more than Luigi Sansonetti, if you're keeping track. He also has a secondary passive that activates on 100 secondary shells, much more reasonable, but for a much weaker build. Secondaries are clearly not the build of choice right now. He also can activate a faster aircraft restoration after 30 torpedoes, dive bombs, and I think attack rockets hitting the target. But improved aircraft restoration, which is nice. You know, you can trade your aircraft more frequently if you'd like to. And then the final passive is actually a scout passive. If you earn the spotter ribbon 3 times, you will actually activate a heal, and it scales based on tier. I believe at this tier, the heal is going to do 2,000, which is a nice bump. You know, it's something. So by picking ADD, I am trying to activate the 140 main battery shell hits and the spotter ribbon. And the shell hits, the secondary hits, and the aircraft one all have a 1 activation limit. The spotter 3 ribbon requirement actually can activate multiple times during a game. Now, earning it multiple times during a game, not exactly the easiest thing, but collectively, the 140 main battery and the spotter ends up working out very nicely for German DDs. I, in fact, will activate both of them in this game. I can't say the same for, 140 shells from my GK. Just not quite as simple. But this gearing, man, he's out in the open. Nothing he can do. Friendlies help take him out. Smolensku. Thank you, Smolensk. So, yeah, so far, Günther, I'm enjoying the commander on my Z52. If you like this, I'll absolutely play him on all of my different German classes just so you can see how much of an enhancement or how much work and effort I have to actually go through just to proc the passives. Luigi is in a completely different area code on this one. Like, I don't know why Luigi is so easy and Günther is so hard. Maybe because, they're Germans. Everyone working at me apparently hates Germans. No, they don't. But they always make, like, German battleships, German DDs, German cruisers. The accuracy, even the commander is ridiculous. We still don't have the alternative camo. I'm sure people would love that. We still don't have the second flag. Oh, something's on approach because my ray location will not switch that quick. So we're going to try and engage him. Note that we have our 2 of 3 spotter. So use Hydro, detect him, get the 3rd, earn the exemplary reconnaissance, and it activates a nice little heal, as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner. And we're going to kill this guy before anything happens. But that's a nice little bonus. And we're already up to, probably 71 shells. So we are 50% of the way to activating the main battery reload. And obviously, it's a Z52. Its reload is subpar compared to other ship tiers. having that bonus reload is actually nice. It brings it in line. It makes it feel very daring-esque in its reload. So that's what I'm trying to get. But we've already activated the heal, and that's pretty much, that's the one heal we're getting per game. I mean, yes, you could conceivably activate it more frequently, but 90-second requirement that target isn't spotted. It's pretty much guaranteed after the first 5 or 10 minutes that every target is spotted within 90 seconds, so you just don't get the spotter ribbon. Funny enough, the aircraft carrier actually makes it much harder, and there is one in this game, so the fact that we activate it once, man, I felt special. So we sent Torps trying to defend this little corridor from this Kremlin. Looks like he's maybe catching on and backing up, so maybe we'll get some damage, maybe we won't. But we're also going to get into a position where we can fire for free. And I'm working on getting 140 main battery shells on the target so I can activate the reload portion of that passive. But while all this is going on, I just want to briefly talk about the Puerto Rico. As you know, the Puerto Rico grind is insane. And it's for a tier 10 battle cruiser. For the American, it's a 12-gun Alaska. I'm really sorry that everything worked out the way it did. I don't like that it's like unobtainium. It's really, really, really grindy. It basically requires that you use all of your resources, take off, a week worth of time to have a chance to unlock it for free. And even when you take off for a week's worth of time, you still have to grind like the whole time. And it's just like an MMORPG expansion launch. It's like Burning Crusade or Wrath of Lich King. People would take a week off just so they could get their character up to max level, and those are the super hardcore. Apparently, the Puerto Rico was conceived for the super hardcore. And if you're not the super hardcore, it's expected that you're going to spend money. That's pretty much the whole design of it. And I'm sorry that people got any other impression than that. That certainly was my impression, that it was going to be for the super hardcore. And you would have to spend doubloons. If you wanted it, if you had a family member at all, you were going to have to spend doubloons. Oh, spoiler, pretty much everyone does. So, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But I can't change it, And by me making a video, it just further creates hostility. And I'm not looking to do that. I'm looking to try and tell you guys what you should or shouldn't avoid. There's plenty of hostility in the world and also in the game space. I don't need to contribute any more to that. So, it sucks. I'm disappointed. That's my feeling on the Puerto Rico. Now, we did send torpedoes at the Smolensk, but you know what? I think he caught on, and honestly, I expected him to maybe just camp that area anyway, because it's an island, he can pop smoke, and it blocks line of sight. So he was safely able to finish off a friendly Smolensk, unfortunately, and I had to, pull back. But the enemy doesn't have any more DDs, so as long as I stay alive, we are set up for a really nice game. So, Z-52, we're up to 107 shells on the target. We do need 37 more in order to activate the reload. There's this Conqueror, of course, in this area, so I'm going to try and send Torps, predicting him, maybe just staying in the center of the map. I don't know why he chose to go out like this. This is very aggressive, obviously. But we're going to try and send Torps at this guy. I just assume that he is at least coming this way, because there is a Smolensk. He could be trying to spot for him. Extra DPS from the backside. I don't want that to be successful. I would like the Conqueror dead. Gosh, we just lost our second DD. I don't know where he decided to go. Maybe he was pushing too hard, but now I am the only option on that front. And oh, there's Des Moines. Great. Great. We need to stay within 10 kilometers or just outside of 10 so that we avoid the radar. We don't want to take a radar. The torpedoes are looking pretty good on the Conqueror. It does look like the front two will make contact. Based on friendly's damage on this guy, he'll either be dead, nearly dead, or already dead. And he's dead to us. So that's good. It was a mutual feeling. We were going to both be dead to each other. It's just who was actually going to get the kill, and we, of course, do. Ray location. Oh, Des Moines is moving rapidly into that 10-kilometer range slot. I don't want him to be within 10 because radar will spot me. So I'm going to try and draw out the distance and then detect him on the other side of the island, hopefully around 10.5-ish, and keep him right at that range. And oh, he's a lot closer than that. Please don't activate your radar until I actually get some distance. Thank you very much. Enemy Smolensk actually aggressively pushing C point in the open against multiple friendly ships. Monty, I don't see how this guy is this healthy and he's right in front of a friendly battleship. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what the reason is for not just directly shooting at the Smolensk. But I'm going to try and manipulate the line of sight. See if I can contribute. Again, we're only 37 shell hits away from faster reload. Might as well. It's a free position. We also sent torps. The Des Moines had a choice. He could go left or right. He did end up going left. And, of course, he has direct line of sight. Still don't know why he would sail up to a Smolensk, take a torpedo. There was literally nothing to gain from that. And yet he did. So, oh, we get a torpedo hit on the Des Moines, which obviously he can get a shot on me. I am hitting the target with AP. It's ricochet. I'm trying to kill the target. But, you know, while we're doing this, we are actually racking up some shell hits. And, oh, he's actually engaging us. And, oh, we get another defender ribbon, double ricochet. Should be firing HE, but does almost no damage. So, you know, it wasn't going to kill this target. But at least we're contributing enough to keep him from capturing. And I have a high enough rate of fire that I can sort of mimic the way that the Smolensk deals with enemies in their own smoke. You know, getting a little bit of your own medicine, my friend. I don't know that he is going to be able to capture this. And we keep losing friendlies. Ooh, we actually got a fire. Oh, we got the kill on the target. Very nice. So, 2 bases. I still don't know. How did we lose so many ships for almost nothing? Guys, did anyone not care to attack safely? People are just throwing their ships away, it seems. We've gotten almost 140. We are 9 away. Can't wait to activate this. 4 kills, 82,000 damage done. And yet, this game is on a razor's edge. I could have a chance at a second spotter ribbon. I can't wait for that. That would honestly be awesome. But this is just an awkward situation. Like, why did we have so many people go so far into the enemy and risk and ultimately kill themselves off? I don't understand. It didn't have any help there. And the friendly is working on the Des Moines, which is great. But we have a Kremlin incoming. So I wanted to try and maybe fire on the enemy Des Moines, but by firing on the enemy Des Moines, I'm going to have to openly fire. Now, the Des Moines is backing up, and he is also taking damage. So I was just trying to make sure, and oh man, of course, we lose the Thunderer. Great. Now no one is actually spotting the Des Moines except myself, and if I smoke out, I will not actually see the Des Moines, so I choose to openly fire in an attempt to kill him before he can actually hide, and we're firing AP, of course, because we're German, but we're going to take quite a bit of damage here, and oh, he's so close. We earn Iron Strike, kill the target, earn Kraken, and now we can pop smoke and hide. Please pop smoke and hide. Thank you. Gosh, why does it take so long to do that? So we're just going to fire on the Kremlin. And yeah, we're responsible for spotting the Kremlin, so, you know, it's sort of a blind fire. Enemy on the other side of the map fires on us, does some damage. Probably would not have damaged us if we activated smoke whenever we could have. But I activate Hydro. I'm expecting the Kremlin to come into C point very quickly and to capture the base. But I am concerned. Oh, we got torpedo strikes. He is actually going for C, but I was concerned that the Thunderer would pinch me. And I think I just rushed this too much. Gosh, we take so much damage, obviously. I think if I would have just been a little bit more patient in the smoke, I would have hydro spotted the target. we would have been able to kill him, and then we could have escaped out the backside. As it stands, I pretty much wasted my life, and ultimately it's going to end up in the demise of my team. This Hindenburg will not be able to carry us. Spoiler alert. But my impression on Günther for the Z52 is very positive, clearly. It was a great game for me. I almost activated the spotter ribbon a second time. We activated the main battery, and it wasn't too hard. You know, a reasonable amount of main battery fire, and we were good to go. And it got my reload down to like 2.5 seconds, which is very daring, and I really appreciate that. Honestly, Günther in a Z52, not half bad. Now, if you'd like this kind of content for Günther, I could obviously release a video for the cruisers, the battleships, and the aircraft carriers for the Germans. I would be more than happy to do that for you guys. I'm trying to inform you on the commanders so that you can decide if 175,000 coal, it's not worth it. But for people who are like me, what else am I going to spend it on? I play this game every day. I cover it as a job. If not me, who then would actually do this? Now, it's not completely terrible. I would have loved if the commander came with a 19. If he's a 19, I can justify the expense better. It's nearly the cost of a ship, but for a 19-point commander, that would be nice. But it's only a 10-point. So I really think that Wargaming, if they're going to offer legendaries this way, it needs to be a 19-point. It needs to, because there's too many coal requirements in the game, and it's such a huge requirement in coal, and it doesn't even scratch the surface. I think I had to put like 1.25 million Elite Commander XP into the commander to bump him up from a 10-point to a 19-point. That's a lot of investment. You know, it's sort of a hidden cost. Up front, you see 175. On the back end, oh yeah, it's 175 and it's 1.25 million Elite Commander XP. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. Yeah. So I think a good compromise, just make the 19-point. Give us something. I don't think they want to make it cheaper, but just make it start at 19. Please. Just be at least reasonable on that one. It's a ridiculous amount, and it's nearly the cost of a premium ship. I mean, if I'm getting a premium ship, it's pretty much done, right? So why isn't the commander a 19 and done? That's all. But overall, Günther in my Z52, it's a really great experience. If you like this kind of content and you would like me to have Günther in, oh, I don't know, a Hindenburg, a GK, a Graf Zeppelin, and cover it on the channel, just leave in the comments your thoughts on it. Puerto Rico stuff, once again, you know, I hate it. It's disappointing. I love the dockyard. I want to celebrate the dockyard, but I feel like I can't because it's attached to such a grind fiesta. And I'm sorry that happened. I really am, but I have no control over it. I have no control over it. I just cover the game, and man, the Moskva! What a carry, guys! Holy crap. Man, I thought I played well. He played outstanding. I feel a lot better about my contributions in that game. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to check out more of my content, you can click the most recent or the most relevant uploads. You could also choose to subscribe to my channel. We do daily World of Warship videos, first impression, how-to, news, and review related. My North American recruit invite is on the screen. You can take advantage of that. I stream at twitch.tv/Notser. Thank you, have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.